Saturday, you can wear your runners if you feel you need to. But if you're suffering with any foot issues that you feel that you need a little bit of extra support, do so. But if you are going to go with shoes off, I preferably go with barefoot so you have more grip, okay? Have a great class, everybody. And we're going to start standing, so apologies, Colette, you're going to have to get up after your run. Okay. Yeah. So just make sure that you can see me all. Okay. Feet aren't too important. So coming up into standing position, please. Okay, feet are hip distance apart. I'm going to come sideways here, okay, so you can get a good look at where my knees are situated. I want you to just soften the knees ever so slightly, so not a full bend in the knees, just soften them, nice and relaxed, okay? From here, guys, I want you to just relax your pelvis as well, so your spine is just going to sit in a natural position, and whatever feels natural to you at this time present. We're going to inhale, and we're going to bring our hands up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, and bringing the arms as far up towards the ceiling where you don't feel any impact on your spine, and then relax the arms down by your side. We're going to inhale, reaching towards the ceiling with the arms, and then exhaling, coming all the way back down. Inhaling and reaching up nice and long, lengthen the arms as long as you can go, and then coming back down. As you inhale, really breathing into the ribs laterally, lifting the ribs as you reach towards the ceiling, and then come back down. Inhale and reaching up. Exhale, we're going to go for 2 more. Inhale, lifting, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, come down. And 1 more, palms facing each other, please. And then coming all the way back down. Staying with this movement, we're going to inhale and reach up towards the ceiling. And as you get to the ceiling, bring the hands away from each other and then come back down, go wide along your side. Inhale and reach and make a big circle laterally. And go wide. Good. Inhale and reach. Exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Try and get as much air to those lungs as you can, guys. Really breathing in, releasing any stress that may be in the body. Get the diaphragm working, lifting the ribs. Just give me 1 more, please. Inhale. And then exhale. From here, guys, just bring your feet nicely grounded onto the floor. I want you to squeeze the glutes and contract the thighs a little bit, okay? So draw the kneecaps up. From here, you're going to inhale. As you inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come up onto your tippy toes and slowly lifting your arms towards the ceiling. And when you get to the top, you're going to exhale, palms away, and then as we did in the last movement, go wide with the arms. As you come down with the arms, come down with the heels. Inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. Nice and long, up into the tippy toes, please. And then go wide with the arms. Good. Inhale and reaching. Exhale, go wide. Give me 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, go wide and come down on your heels. Good. Last 2. Inhale and reach up towards the ceiling. And exhale, slowly coming down. And last one, and just feel your toes fully engaging with the floor. Last one, all the way up. And then exhale, coming all the way back down. Great. From there, guys, you're going to come into a single leg. So lunge position. So bring the right leg in front, okay? And the left leg behind. Make sure you can see my feet. Bring the back leg down parallel to the floor. So the lower part of the leg is parallel to the floor, knee is elevated. Make sure your knee is directly over your ankle bones. From here, we're going to release the arms forward. We're going to inhale as we drive our upper body forward, as if you're passing a ball towards someone, and then bringing your arms back. So imagine there's a ball in your hands, and you're keeping that space between your hands, reaching forward as you breathe in, and exhale, coming back. So you're pushing that weight into the front leg. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, come back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. The last one. Inhale to reach. So the position of the legs are changing very, 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 very minutely. And then release the hands onto your hips. Stay in the lunge position. You're going to lift the heel of the front leg and then lower it down. Lift the heel of the front leg and lower for 6 more. Lifting. As you inhale, exhale to lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And then slowly stretching out that leg, front leg. From there, I want you to bring your hands onto the mat, and I want you to slowly, 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 if you can, just pushing into that front leg and try and lengthen it a little bit. So you're trying to straighten that front leg ever so slightly, pushing into the back of the leg, and you'll feel nice tightness coming into the hamstring. And only go as far as the body allows, pushing the back heel down onto the floor also, so you're getting a lovely stretch in the Achilles and calf area. And holding this position. You really feel it now in the lower hamstring. Come back into a bent knee position with the front leg, inhale. And then as you exhale, pushing the back heel down onto the floor, and very slowly, in your own time, just test the leg and pushing gently into that leg. Please don't force it though, guys. Your body's going to tell you when you've had enough, like mine. If you're anyway tight in the hamstring area, which I am, you'll know quick enough when to stop, okay? So you really feel it lower down in the hamstring. And then bring it back from here. From here, guys, place both hands onto the mat and extending the right leg back. Coming into plank position, holding here and breathing. Really feel the glutes firing up here now to control and stabilize. Drawing that belly button towards your spine. Breathing into it, pushing the heels away and really driving into the mat. Bring those shoulder blades away, holding. Breathing for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your bum to ceiling and walk your legs back in slowly towards your hands. From here, bring the feet together and then coming up to standing. Bring the left leg in front, bring the right leg back. Okay. And from there, guys, come into your lunge position again. Make sure it feels right for you. Make sure you're comfortable before you begin. We're going to inhale, reaching those arms out in front. Okay, stay for an exhale. Inhale to lean forward. And as I said before, as if you're passing a ball to somebody or a box, and then you're bringing it back. Inhale, reaching forward, digging that heel at the front leg into the floor, grounding that foot and bring it back. Really feeling the glutes firing up as you bring that body weight forward. Breathing in, forward. Exhale to come back. Inhale, forward. Feel what's happening in your core here as you lean forward. The abdominals engage more to stabilize you. Inhale and exhale. 3 to go. 2. 1. Hands on your hips. Get comfortable if you're sliding. And we're going for heel lift to the front leg, lifting and lowering. Good. And lower for 6 more. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Place the hands down. Slowly bring that other leg back, long line with the body, into plank position again. Holding here and breathing. Slowly bring your knees down, touch the floor, bring it back up. Slowly bring the knees down and bring it back up. Push the heels away. Bring the knees down, back up. And down for 2 more. Back up, push the heels away. Last one. And back up. Bring the bum to ceiling and walk the legs back into starting position. Okay, standing here as you are, feet together. Soften the knees, so bend the knees from here. Place your fingers facing in towards the feet. Place the fingers in underneath your toes and securely push your toes down onto those fingers so they don't move. Okay, keeping the knees bent. And try and bring your belly and your chest down towards the knees, okay? From here, guys, you're going to take an inhale here. And on the exhale, slowly, 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 bringing the spine up towards the ceiling, bringing your legs back, so try and lengthen the legs, and bring your head down, looking between your knees, okay? I'm going to stay for an inhale here. And on the exhale, bend the knees, soften the spine, bring the belly down towards your thighs, and looking up. Inhale to stay. And exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. pushing into this movement. And as I said before, guys, this isn't a test. This is what your body can do, okay? So I'm not examining you. I want you just to feel what your body's able for, and don't push past that point. Go to that point where it says, right, I'm feeling that stretch behind my knees, backs of my thighs, definitely feel it going down to the lower leg a little bit. And just stay there. If you're trembling too much, just come back a little bit, okay? So you might get a little shake in the legs. Just come back from that, a small bit. So bend the knees a tiny bit. When you're ready, we're going to inhale as we bend the knees. We're going for one more. And then exhale to slowly, slowly, slowly coming back up to as straight as you can go with the legs. As far as you can go, where your body feels in control. Okay, that's the most important thing. That your body is in control. Okay? That you're not going to hurt yourself. We're going to hold and then slowly release the hands, palms facing inwards. Take an inhale here, soften the knees a little bit to protect your back. Drive the belly button to your spine. And we're going to inhale and then exhale to slowly, slowly, slowly reach the hands out in front. Coming back up to standing, mind your backs. And then slowly release the hands down. Okay, we're doing one more exercise standing. So coming onto your left leg, bring the right leg up to 90 degrees, please. Toes towards you. So the leg that's lifted, bring the toes up towards the ceiling, okay? Like so, instead of having them drop down, I want them elevated, so lift the toes, okay? From there, what I want is your hips stacked underneath your ribs so that you're not pushing outwards with this hip or the other hip, okay? Everything should be nice and aligned. From there, we're going to open up the right knee outwards. Bring it back down, bring your foot towards the floor. Don't let it touch the floor. Bring the knee back in line with your hip and then bring it back up. We're just focusing on open up that hip area, down and back around. And then we're moving through control here because the left leg is really fighting to stabilize you here and keep you grounded so you're not falling on your face. Okay, so really squeeze it. So the standing leg is doing the work here also. So again, contracting the thigh of the standing leg, squeezing the glutes of the standing leg, and control. If you need to hold on to something, do. Ideally, try not to. It kind of defeats the purpose. Hands on the hips are always good. We're going to go for two more. One more. Bring it back up. Bring the toes and leg away from you, so pointing the toes. And we're going to just pulse here for 10, 9, 8. Control the abs. Try not to jerk through the lower back. Good. And 1. Place that foot down, please. And we're going to do the other side, okay? So again, bring that leg to 90. Standing leg, nice and straight. We're going to open up that left leg away from you. Bring the leg down and back around. Okay, keep going. Up and around. Feel a little bit of clunking going on, I'm sure. All the ligaments and tendons are quite tight in around the hip if that's happening. So this exercise is ideal to loosen out the hip socket area, okay? Just give me 3 more. Again, feel that leg working, the standing leg. Toes towards you of the lifted leg, please. Last one. Great, bring that leg up, extend it, point the toes. And we're going to pulse. Remember, try not to bounce through this lower spine. It's literally the hip, squeezing the glutes of the standing leg. If you need to bend the standing leg, do. Good. And 1. Place that foot down. Let's come into a wide squat for a moment. Feet go wide and lower yourselves down. Place the hands onto the floor and just leaning right and left. Pushing your elbows into your legs if you can, or if you just want to place your hands here and leaning right and left. Okay? Or on your legs, whatever feels most comfortable. Okay. Well done. Slowly straighten out the legs, walk your feet back in, and coming towards the end of your mat, please. Is that okay? So we're going to take an inhale here. On the exhale, leaning forward, walk your hands onto the mat, bend the knees, Slowly walking forward into a plank position, please. Extending the legs back and holding this position. Squeezing the glutes, pushing the heels away as we did at the start. Nice long line with the body, pushing through the mat. Shoulders are drawn away from each other. Eye line is looking between your hands and breathing. Holding this position. We're going to slowly come down halfway, push back up. Slowly halfway, push back up for 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Back into plank. Bring your heels down, bum towards the ceiling, downward dog. Pushing into this long, nice stretch position, please. Holding here, and then bringing your body weight forward again. Into plank. Downward dog. Breathe in as you lift. Exhale into plank. Breathe in as you lift. Heels down, head down, and back into plank. And 2 more. 1 more. Staying here, guys. Come into your downward dog position, please. Holding here, bend the knees and just march the legs, pushing the heels down towards the floor. Really pushing that heel down the straight leg. Getting a lovely stretch along the backs of the legs. Breathing. Maybe 4 more. 2. And then slowly walk yourself back into plank position, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the knees down. Come into shell stretch, please. Wide at the knees. And coming down towards the floor with your chest. Breathing. From there, guys, coming back onto all fours. Knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. We're doing cat-cow, but we're going to move the pelvis and the head at the same time. So normally we lead with our pelvis and the head follows last, but they're both going to come in and under at the same time, okay? So we're going to take an inhale here, and on the exhale, I want you to just visualize your middle spine, so the middle part of your spine, thoracic region, driving towards the ceiling. Your pelvis comes under and your head comes down at the same time. So you're making a big C shape with that abdominal region, pushing into the mat, looking down between your legs and holding here. We're going to inhale as we bring our head up and our pelvis bum away from each other, lifting in opposite directions. And then exhale, tucking towards each other. Coming down, pushing into the mat. Drive the shoulder blades away. And inhale as we lift both areas. Good. Getting a lovely, nice bit of length through the stomach. And then tucking under. We're using your abs to really drive your pelvis in underneath your ribs. Good. And then bring away as you breathe in. As you breathe in, feel the lungs expanding, getting more air as you breathe in, and then coming in underneath you as you exhale, expanding that air. And for 3 more, please. Lifting and lengthening, and then tucking in under. Feel as you bring your pelvis under you, feel the fascia along your spine and your back stretching. And then we're going to go for 1 more, please. Last one. And then tucking in under. Really good. And then coming back into neutral position where your hands are still under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And from there, extending your right leg nice and long. And then extending your left arm, palm facing inwards, please. From here, I want you to go further with that arm, so we'll reach further. I want you to lengthen that leg, so contract that thigh even more, point those toes even more, and really lengthen both areas further and further and further away from each other. Standing arm is staying straight. There's no bend in that elbow. So really pushing into that floor, holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly come down. Okay, as you come down, just see where your hip on the other side is. Is it pushing away from you? Just be mindful of that. And if it gets too much, just come out of it sometimes and go back in, okay? So you don't hurt yourself. We're going to go with the opposite side, so extending my left leg, whatever leg you're using, and then right arm. And again, really reaching it up out of that shoulder socket and reaching out of your hip socket. Go further, go longer. Belly button to spine, push to the floor even more. Breathing, really pushing into that hand on the floor. And we're going to hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place them both back down. Very good. From there, guys, come into your press-up position, whatever that may be. As I said before, beginner level, knees under the hips, intermediate, knees away, feet down, or you've got the full advanced one where your body is completely elevated off the floor, except for your hands, obviously, and your feet, and then lift and lower, okay? All right, so whatever fit you want to do today, whatever your body's telling you, go for it. We're going for 12, and just a regular push-up, okay? So when you're ready, we're going for 12 now. 12, 11, chest to floor, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back. And come into shell stretch, please. When you're ready, we're coming back into a lunge position. Okay. So back onto your feet, sorry. And bringing the left leg in front. Okay. Right leg behind. And we're just going to go for just a nice up and down movement. So up and down with the legs, not driving forward or back. Okay. So that leg comes down to 90 and then comes back lengthened. So don't jerk the knee as you come back into a straight leg. Don't pop it out. Want control. Slowly extending. Slowly contracting the quads. 3, 2, and 1. Come back down into a lunge position with that leg, sorry. Bring your hands together in a prayer-like position. Inhale to stay, and then exhale, rotate the leg that's in front, but keeping the hips forward. Bring it back, and rotate. Bring it back, rotate. Well done. As you exhale, rotate. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Bring that left or the back leg up. And then from there, slightly bending the front leg. And I want you to extend the back leg up into the air behind you, pointing the toes, reaching your hands out in front, nice and long. Really trying to lift that back leg higher. Leaning into that front leg, slight bend in the front leg. Reaching with the arms, squeezing the glute to the back leg. Slowly bring it down. And we're going to swap over. Okay, so bending the front leg, back into a lunge position. Hands on the hips if you want. And we're up and down. Slowly again, don't lock out that front knee too hard, please. Well done, everyone. 7, 6. And again, try not to go too far forward with the front knee. All right, and the back knee doesn't touch the floor. Try and avoid that, please. Nearly there. 2, and 1. Sorry. So from here, guys, we're going to stay in this lunge position, release the arms, prayer-like position, and rotate as you exhale, back as you inhale. Follow your hands with your eyes, but make sure your hips don't move with it. Keep them facing forward. Good. Really good mobility for the spine. Good. You want to bring your hands behind your head either, open up the chest. You can do that. One more, please, after this. Slowly mind yourselves coming back up. Get out of that position before you go into the next. Slight bend in the front leg. Once you're secure on that front leg, reach the arms forward and then lift that leg. Pick a spot in front of you, and when you're ready, lift. Good. Lifting, holding, staying, reaching those arms, staying secure in the front leg. As you get warmed up into it, you can try and go a little bit higher with that back leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back down. From there, guys, we're coming on back onto the mat. So just come to the top of your mat. All right. And slowly coming down into the seated position. Okay. I want you to hold the backs of your legs. All right, we're going to sit up nice and tall. If you need a pillow under your bottom, please put one under. So if I gave you blocks in class, please take them for this next exercise. So take the pillow, I mean. All right, so place a pillow under your bottom if you need it. It just opens up that thoracic region and lengthens the spine instead of you sitting down like this, okay? You should be able to sit on the bony part of your bottom comfortably, okay? So placing the hands behind your thighs, lower just behind the knees. We're going to inhale to stay, and on the exhale, rounding the abdominal region. So bringing your head down as if it's coming towards your knees. And then I want you to slowly, slowly, slowly lengthen the arms, but keep them there. And lengthen your spine. And bring your head with you. Looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale to stay. Exhale, rounding and rolling forward. Inhale, exhale. Keep the knees apart. Lengthen, push up, open the chest. Inhale, exhale. Let the abdominals kind of round a little bit before you start to move forward. Rounding the stomach area. And then coming back up nice and long with the spine. Inhale, exhale, round and roll back. Good. Inhale, stay. Exhale, round and roll forward. Really using the abs to stabilize when you lengthen out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale to stay, exhale to come forward. And on the last one, we're going to stay out here. Inhale, exhale, round and roll. Anyone that feels secure and strong enough to release the arms from here, do so. We're going to inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to pulse for 10, 9. Small little pulses, please. Okay, drive that belly button down. We know kind of doming of the stomach. Go to the left and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back to center and then to the right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hands behind your legs. Round the abdominals and coming back up. Very good. Take a breath in here. And on the exhale, we're going to roll back out. Hands prayer-like position, please. We're going to inhale and we're going to bring our hands up in the air and then down towards the floor on the left. Inhale. Exhale over the knees to the right. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to inhale as you move over. And then exhale as you go back the other side. Slow and controlled. Good. Staying back and rotating using the obliques. So all core abdominal work here, guys. Bit of mobility in the spine needed also. Going for another 2 more. Last one. Back to center. And coming up, let your body just round over your knees. Hug yourself like you love yourself. And then from there, guys, just grabbing the backs of the legs and slowly rounding onto the floor. Excellent. And rest your head down. From here, guys, you're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring the legs into tabletop position. Your lower back should still be in connection with the floor. Maintaining imprint, okay? If you find it too hard to keep, then bring your legs closer to your body, okay? Make sure there's nothing under your head. So from here, you're going to extend your right leg nice and long, holding onto the left leg, and then you're going to swap. Breathing in and out. In, out, in, out. Good. In, staying up in an ab prep position. So you're sitting up, Slightly looking at your knees. For 3, 2, 1. And bring the knees together, bring them back into your chest. Well done. Very good. For the next exercise, anyone with hamstring issues, use the band if you have it, okay? I'll just download the first one. So you're going to wrap it around the back of the leg, or hip issues or back issues. Sorry, wrap it around the front first, and then bring it around to the back and back around to the front. You got that? So you're going to place it on the front of your thigh, crisscross at the back, and then feed it back around to either side. Everybody else, you're going to work without the band. It's no big deal, okay? So we're just going to hold onto the band with one hand if you have it. On the exhale, you're going to slowly bring one leg to tabletop position, the one with the band, okay? We're going to keep the leg in a tabletop position, and we're going to go circles with the knee. So visualize there's a pen sticking out of your knee, and we're going to go outwards, holding the band securely, down, away, and back around, okay? So the idea of the band is that it really just opens up that hip joint, releasing any tension that may be there, which will have a nice knock-on effect onto the lower back and the hamstring area and the hip flexors, which will have a knock-on effect on your quads also. So just really opening up the hip, visualize the pen sticking out of your knee, and you're drawing lovely circles, stabilizing the pelvis, so there's no shifting in the pelvis. The pelvis is nice and grounded, stuck to the mat, and it's not moving. The other hip should not be moving, please. And nice circles out of your knee, so you don't think with the lower part of your leg, it's all from the thigh area, okay? Hold it there. We're going to go in towards our other knee, down, away, and open it up outwards and back around to start. In, down, out, and back, okay? Inwards, down, out, and the leg doesn't straighten fully, okay? We're going to go for 3 more. And just feel the other hip probably wants to lift up when that leg goes outwards. Try not to let that hip move, please. Go smaller with your circles if that's the case. And last one. Lovely. And bring it back around. From there, we're going to, anyone that would be quite weak for this next one, extend the leg. You can wrap the band around the foot. Bring the toes. Actually, anyone with hamstring issues, wrap the band around your foot also. And what it does is it just brings the toes towards you and lengthens out the back of the leg, okay? Which is the position we want to have you in for this next exercise. So we're going to lower and lift the leg. Don't touch the floor and bring it back. Lower and lift. Doesn't matter if you don't have a band. And if you don't really suffer too badly with hamstring issues or whatever, you can just point the toes and then bring them towards you on the way up. So on the way down, you'll point. On the way up, you'll bring your toes towards you, okay? So lower and lifting, and again, just place the other hand on the pelvis and feel what's happening here. Make sure that there's no issues, no movement. If you're feeling any pain, go a little bit lower with the leg, don't go so high. And just one more, please. And then just bringing the leg in line with your other knee, okay? Now we just want you to point the toes away and bring them towards you. Point and bring them towards you. Good. 2 more, please. 1. And release. So I'll do it without the band on the other leg, okay? So from here, guys, release the band if you want, but if you don't like it. But ideally, I think if you need to work with the band, do. Okay, those that know what issues they have and who I've spoken to about certain injuries. Okay, so from there, we're going to bring that other leg to tabletop position, neutral pelvis. And we're going to bring it outwards, down, and back around towards the other leg, okay? So we're bringing the knee out, away from you, and then inwards, back around, okay? Again, visualizing there's a pen sticking out of your knee and you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. And place both hands on your pelvis and just feel what's happening. If there's too much movement in your pelvis, go smaller with your circle, please. Good. You're massaging that hip socket. Okay, there's a WD-40 in there. Keep you going for another little while. Be grand. Okay, hold it there. We're going the opposite way. In, down, back around. Inwards, away, back around. You can really feel the abs still working here to control this, it's a bit like this, the pelvis area. As you're moving this leg, it really has to fight to stay in this position. My abs are definitely firing up here, so yours should be too, guys. We're gonna go one more. Okay, and then extending that leg nice and long. Toes towards you, coming down, point them, coming up. Towards you, back up. Good. Well done. For 3, 2, and 1. Hold the leg out, toes towards you, point away. Definitely not harder without the band. Toes towards you, point away. Toes towards you, point away. Try and keep that neutral pelvis. Try not to grip with your lower back, please. All right. You need to bend your knee, do. And keep pointing. But do not grip with your lower back, which means you're digging your lower back into the mat here. Do not. Bend the knee, bring it in, bring the other knee in, and hug yourself. Okay. From here, we're going to come into seated position, hands behind you. Okay. And just let them rest wherever it feels natural to you. Bring your feet hip distance apart here. We're going to take an inhale. And on the exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lift the bum just marginally off the floor. I don't want you to fully lift it up and extend through. We're going to bring the elbows slightly down, or away from you, sorry. Bending the elbows, bum slightly down, driving back up. Lower your bum towards the floor and pushing back up. Good. Lower down and lower and lift. You can barely touch the floor with your backside and then lift up quickly, please. Lower down slowly and then push back up. Good. We're going for 3, 2, 1. Down halfway. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll back onto your mat, lying down, slowly, slowly, slowly into ab exercises next. So I want you to take an inhale here, and on the exhale, bring yourself into tabletop position. Hands behind the head. We're going to take an inhale to stay. On the exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come into ab prep position. Staying here, we're going to take an inhale, bring the toes towards you. On exhale, bring the heel down and bring it back up. And alternating legs, please. Control. Keeping that the abs firing, sorry. So really try not to let them go. Try not to lean back, staying nice and curled. Okay, in that sit-up position, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Very warm today, Jules. And keep going. Well done. We're going to go for another 3 and 2. I've put a few ab exercises, so get used to this, please. Rest the head back, keep the legs up, keeping that lower back in contact with the mat, please. So tabletop position. Exhale, coming back up into sit-up. Inhale to lower, exhale. Inhale to lower, and exhale. Try to keep your eyes open, because I find when you close your eyes, you kind of feed into the tiredness frame of mind, and also you kind of start to feel a little bit dizzy. So keep the eyes open if you can, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I think once you start closing your eyes, you start feeling sorry for yourself. So keep them open and focus on something. Your lovely toes that aren't manicured for the last 8 weeks. Maybe yours are, mine aren't. Keep going, because I don't care. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Staying here, guys, okay? Take an inhale, exhale, rotate to the left leg. Back to center, staying in your ab prep, to the right. Back to center, to the left. Back to center, to the right. Keep going. You're not lowering the body at any stage. It stays in ab prep position. So as you roll through center, you stay up in ab prep. So nobody lowering down, please. If you're struggling with your lower back, place your feet down, that's okay. But keep moving with this, please. So if anyone's really struggling, just place the feet down. Keep going. Last two. The last one. Rest your head down. Just bring your knees into your chest for a second because they're nice. Okay, and then bring them back into tabletop once you feel you're ready. Okay, we're gonna go now. So ankles and knees locked together, hands go wide. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna bring the knees to the left side of the room. Inhale as you draw yourself back, bringing that opposite hip back onto the floor, using the stomach muscles to pull you back, and then exhale to the other side of the room. And draw yourself back into center, really, really fighting to pull you back in, and then move to the opposite side. Pulling back, and then rotate. Your knee, I don't want your legs coming onto the floor, guys. This is a very controlled movement, and you shouldn't be feeling it in your lower back, all right? It should be all ab work. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you're going too far with your legs, okay? So as I said, nobody's getting points today for going and pushing themselves too far in anything. I don't like that, okay? So just please listen to your body and go as far as you feel is right. Back to the right, we've got two more after this one. One more on this left side, and then one to go. And then the last one. Well done. Nearly there, guys. Back into ab prep position, please. We're going to push our feet away from us, maintaining imprint with their lower back, and then bring them back in. And as you do, you come up closer with your ab prep. Push your feet away, keeping that lower back on the mat, and then as you come closer, your head comes towards your knees, and your knees come towards your head. So come into that ab prep. So do more of a deeper crunch as you bring those legs back in. All right? Don't swing the legs, okay? It's easy to do that. Slow it down, control the movement, and really, really, really bring in the deeper muscles to bring you into this movement, okay? Really slow, controlled. I can definitely feel my abs fired up here, big time. Really good one. A little shaking going on too. We're going to go for two more. One more. Lower your head, lower the knees, and hug yourself because you deserve it. Okay, we're going to finish with some bridging. Okay, feet onto the mat. Well done, definitely feel that. The old Ronaldo six-pack is coming on nicely. Okay, so feet hip distance apart. Okay, again, make sure there's nothing under your head. When you're doing any bridging exercise, make sure there's nothing under your head. Okay, nice level spine. So take an inhale here, and on the exhale, pushing into the mat with your feet. Slowly, 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 peeling the hips up. We'll go easy into the first few, just after the ab exercises, because you're kind of going against what you were doing. You were rounding everything a moment ago, and now you're opening up. So we'll just warm up into this a little bit. Give our body a chance to get used to going in the opposite direction. And then releasing back up, opening up. Feels kind of nice actually after abs. And then lower down, one vertebra at a time, rolling the spine down to the floor, releasing, rolling onto the base of your spine, lifting the chest, stretching the ab muscles that you just worked, rolling back through imprint, and then lifting up. Again, visualize that there's something between your knees, but they're not together. Your knees are hip distance apart, and visualize that you're squeezing something between your knees, just to activate the inner parts of your thighs, driving the heels into the floor, and pulling them towards your backside, and visualize pulling them towards your backside, so you're activating your hamstrings and your bum a little bit more, okay? We're going to go for one more of these. And then rolling back down. From here, guys, we're just going to focus on pushing up from the pelvis, okay? So not rolling through our spine. We're going to inhale to push up, and then exhale to lower our pelvis down to the floor, not rolling through the spine. Lifting the pelvis up, so the pelvis is the first thing to leave, and the pelvis is the first thing to meet the floor on the way back down. Okay, lifting up, in your backside, by the way, above your backside, and lift. Lift up. As you breathe in, exhale, coming down. Lifting. Breathing. We'll go for one more, staying up here on the next one. And lift. Okay, from here, guys, just bring your feet a little bit closer. If you're cramping, you can bring your feet further away, whatever feels comfortable. We're going to lift both feet off the mat. Sorry, both heels off the mat. You're doing well to lift both feet. And then place them back down. Lifting your heels off the mat. And then placing them back down slowly. Lifting and placing them down. And lifting and lowering together if you can. Try bringing them back down at the same time also. Because if one's bleeding, it means that one hip is out. So if your left heel is coming down before your right, I can guarantee your left hip is coming down too. So try and place your fingers on your hips and feel into that also. Okay? One more. Slowly bring your pelvis down. And just bring your knees into your chest. We're not finished with bridging. I just want you to stretch the lower back because it's a lot on your lower back. Okay. We're nearly there. 2 more exercises in bridging and then we are going to stretch, okay? So again, feet hip distance apart, please. We're going to take an inhale here and on the exhale, rolling up into bridge position, okay? We're going to lift our left leg into tabletop position. Place your hands down by your side here. Anyone that's struggling, just hold this position. You don't need to move the leg. Everybody else, bring your toes down and bring it back up. Anyone that finds this movement too hard, just as I said, stay with the leg in the air and do not move. 2 more. 1 more. Place that foot down, please, in line with your other foot. So I always bring my big toes together, see if they're level. And then I lift my other leg when I feel I'm ready. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, lower and lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that leg down, staying up, slowly coming down. And then what I want you to do is bring the soles of the feet together. Well, the big toe kind of area, the inner part of the foot together. Your big toes will meet. Let the legs just fall outwards. Hands down by your side. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, squeeze your feet together and drive your hips up. Lower down. Rolling through your vertebrae this time, and then roll out up through your vertebrae, lifting, squeezing. It's a really nice one. And then lower down. It really gets the inner part of your backside, the lower part. And then lifting, pushing your feet together to really activate the inner thighs a bit more, activate your bum a bit more. Lower down. And we're going to go for another 3. Then we're finished after this, guys. Bring your hips down together. And then try to let the legs fall out again. A tendency to bring them back closer together to lift yourself up. Last one. Really opens the hip flexors here. It's really nice and the adductors. And then coming the upper hips and the inner hips and come back down. And bring the legs together. Well done. Stretch time. So before I get up and turn you off mute, just grab your band if you have it. Or if you have a really long towel or a skipping rope or any type of rope, wrap it around your left foot, please. From here, I want you to extend your legs straight and bring your toes towards you, releasing the opposite leg. Okay, so really pulling those toes down, okay? And once you do that, like feel the difference if you point your toes away to bringing them down towards you. You automatically get a lovely stretch the whole way down your leg. The nerve loves this one, okay? Nerve. Okay, so really opening up that leg as much as you can. Breathing. Toes down again towards you. Don't forget, tendency to switch off. And then from there, guys, If you have the band, hold the band here. If you don't, just hold the back of your thigh here, okay? What I want you to do, I'll show you with the back of the thigh. If you have the band, just hold there. What I want you to do is stay in this bent knee position, okay? You're pulling the leg towards you. And I just want you to focus on, again, what we did when we were standing, is just lengthening from here. So lengthening, so pushing open the space at the back of the knee, and just focus on opening that space. Now we're focusing on the lower part of the hamstring. And what's going to happen is you're going to have a lovely, nice twitch response here. The leg is going to start to shake a little bit if you're doing it right. So the thigh area hasn't moved. It's literally the lower part of the leg. You're focusing on opening that area and lengthening from the lower part of the leg. Go as far as you can. You can do this with the rope either if you have, so pushing into that rope with your foot. And try, it's a really, really tough stretch. Try go into a hamstring stretch from that position and get different muscles firing. Really, really nice one. From there, just bend the knee, take a breather. And what I want you to do is, anyone that doesn't have a rope or a band, what I want you to do is just let the left leg fall outwards, okay? And really open it. What I want you to do is literally push down into the floor with that left side. Anyone that has a band or a rope is grabbing the band, and I want you to let the leg just straighten and then fall outwards. Make sure you have a nice secure grip on your band and it's not going to snap, okay? Because it would be a big upsy daisy. Okay, so really let that leg just hang securely in that rope. Make sure it is secure. You know all about it. And then bend the knee before you draw it back in. And then we're going to go knee to chest. Knee to chest. And then bringing your knee to your opposite shoulder. Now what I want you to do is bring the knee to 90 degrees. Place your opposite hand on the outer part of that knee. Okay? Go wide with the other arm. And let the knee fall over the body, over the other leg. Pushing it away, slowly, slowly, slowly. Looking over your opposite shoulder as you do this. Only go as far as you feel comfortable. The lovely release on the lower back. Breathing into it, as I said, only go as far as you feel comfortable, please, okay? If you want to place your foot onto your legs and support your hand under the knee, you can do that. Be mindful coming back, roll back, and we'll do the opposite side, please. So we started with hamstring stretching. So as I said before, if you have a band or a towel, long towel, or you can place your hands behind here, that's fine. So you want to bend your leg to go a little bit deeper. Probably easier when you're holding your leg with your hands. To bend the opposite leg, unless you're hyper flexible and mobile, which I certainly am not. Okay, and band, and then releasing that opposite leg down, if you have the band. Toes down towards you, holding this stretch. And generally holding a stretch after exercise for about kind of 20 seconds maybe. It's enough really. So anything kind of less than 10 is not really enough, okay guys, for muscle fibers to change. Okay, and then from there, the lovely stretch that we always do. Sorry, it's nearly half. We're gonna go about 3 minutes over because we started late, okay? So bending the leg to begin, place your hands behind your thigh, or you can hold the rope, whatever you have. And from here, we're gonna lengthen, just think with the lower part of your leg, bringing the foot towards the ceiling. Opening up the space of the back knee. Try and keep the thigh where it is. If you want to bend your other leg, you can. It's really, really nice exercise. Really horrible, really, actually. Why am I lying? Really tough, though. And I think anything that's tough and challenging on your body is telling you your body needs it more. So I definitely need this one. Okay. Really, really open, open, open. It's a great one. Holding, shaking, and then bring your knee into your chest, hug yourself, bring it to your opposite shoulder, okay. And then from there, placing your hand on the outer knee Opposite hand on the outer knee. You'll see what I'm doing on this side. I should have done it this way the other time. And then bringing that knee down as close to the floor, out, plunking down. Control, control, control. And looking over your opposite shoulder. Holding. And then slowly come out of it, guys. Nearly support your leg on the way back up, holding it. It's a lot for your lower back to do to bring yourself back up into that position. From there, guys, lengthen the body. I want you to reach your arms nice and long, like you would in the morning time when you wake up. Have a big stretch. Reach the feet away, the arms away. Breathing into it. Staying here with your arms. Breathe in as you breathe in. Feel your ribs lifting to the ceiling. Exhale. Push your shoulders down as you exhale. Inhale. Feel your shoulder blades coming down as you exhale. Gripping the mat. And on the next exhale, we're going to come up. So inhale. Toes towards you. And on the exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly coming up with your arms. Rounding the abdominals. Coming up slowly into seated. And then rounding forward, reaching towards your toes. Holding your legs if you have to. Okay, just stay in this nice stretch position. Again, you can wrap the band around your feet for this one. It's a great one. Really good for releasing any fascia in the posterior chain. So holding the band and then pulling yourself forward. Okay. And then sole the right foot to the left leg. We're giving you a serious stretch today. Okay. And reaching down towards that foot. Okay, so sole of my right foot is against my left leg. And then reaching down towards that opposite foot. And we'll swap sides. So the left foot towards the right leg. Open up that leg and then reaching down towards your toes. Try not to bend the knee, okay? It kind of defeats the purpose. So nice straight leg. And reaching down as far as you can go, which isn't really important as long as you're feeling the stretch, okay? Okay, coming back up slowly onto your knees. I want you to bring your feet hip distance apart. Okay, slowly bringing your right hand onto your right ankle if you can, leaning back and then reaching over towards the left shoulder. Anyone suffer with their lower back here, guys? Just come into shell stretch for now. Okay, so reach over. And then the other side, just be mindful coming up to support your back. Reaching towards the ankle. Reaching over, getting a lovely stretch along your side. And then support your back. Come up slowly. Back with the knees underneath you. Okay. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Hands down by your side. We're going to slowly walk our hands down our right leg. Go as close to the floor as you can. Release the left arm. Go down towards the floor with your other hand if you can. And remember to keep the hips pushed forward. Right, so we're engaging the glutes. Opening the hip flexors, keep the hips level. Slowly walk your hand, and as I said, don't push anything that doesn't feel right. So if that's as far as you can go, or here, it doesn't matter. Once you're getting that lovely stretch along your side, that's fair enough. And far enough. Okay. Slowly come back up. Last one, tuck the toes. And come back, weighted into your toes if you can. You want to sit down so you can. Then release them. Sit back onto your heels. And just kind of rock side to side. Open up the ankles. And then slowly come onto your hands, tuck your toes, sitting back onto your heels. You can push into the floor with your hands just to take the pressure off your knees and your ankles if you want. And then last one, sitting back onto your heels. Staying here. I'm going to take an inhale to the ceiling, exhale, go wide. Inhale towards the ceiling, exhale, go wide. Last one, inhale and exhale. Well done, everybody. I'm just going to come over to the computer slowly and unmute you all. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, how was that?
Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed.
Thanks, Kate.
I hope that helped some people.
Thanks, Kate.
Was that okay?
Thanks, Kate. Have to fly. Thanks. Bye.
No worries.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Liz.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Alan, was that all right? Oh, you're gone.
Thanks, Kate. See you Saturday.
No worries. See you Saturday. Bye. Have a good
Thanks,
day.
Kate.
Thanks again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Claire, you okay? Oh, you're gone. Alma, you all right?
Yeah, grand.
How's
I
that?
couldn't get on at the start to then. I know why. It's different Wi-Fi's in this building, so I had to run to another office.
Oh, sugar. Because I was like, Alma, are you? Because you were in, but you weren't answering. I was like, are you there?
Yeah, it went black again because we have RCSI and Rotunda, so I can't use the RCSI and it has to be Rotunda, so I was just running to a different office.
Oh, shite. In your clothes. In your
yeah. It's half stripping on the way. It was great.
You figured it out, did you?
Oh yeah, at least I can do it now if I'm in the office on Tuesday because it was annoying me last week when I had to miss it.
Did I let you in, or what happened there?
No, you let me in. I just put completely black screen. I couldn't see anything. It was just because now I know it's because of the internet connection. I just have to use the Rotunda internet connection. So I'll know for again.
Okay, cool. How are you keeping?
Good. Yeah, good. That was great. I love that. It's a good stretch. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I met someone out running on Sunday and he was kind of saying his hamstring has been at him. So I just said, you know what, I'll just do a bit more hamstring stuff today, see if it helps.
Yeah.
Gonna go a little bit easier on people. Well, it's still tough enough though.
Oh no, it is tough. Like I have to say, I'm really feeling it in the legs. Now I don't know if that's because I'm cycling a lot still as well, but I find my legs are always just so sore. I feel like every day is leg day.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How many miles into work?
Oh, it's not bad. Like it's about